Alexander Volkanovski is the pound-for-pound #1 fighter, set to take on #2 pound-for-pound fighter, lightweight champion Islam Makhachev. Even though people are saying this fight is close, I'm giving you my top 3 reasons why Alexander Volkanovski destroys Islam Makhachev. What's up, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. As you guys can tell, I'm a bit sick right now, but still pumping out that UFC 284 content. And tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern time, I'm going to be releasing my top 3 reasons why Islam Makhachev will destroy Alexander Volkanovski. So this isn't necessarily my prediction, but I'm giving you 3 reasons why Alexander Volkanovski might beat Islam. Also, leave questions for Thursday's Q&A. I assume there's going to be a lot of UFC 284 questions. So without further ado, let's just get into this video. Now, my #1 reason is that Alexander Volkanovski, in my opinion, has the cardio advantage. If you look at a lot of his fights, you can see that the guy just does not get tired. And when I was watching Alexander Volkanovski's fights to prepare for this video, and I know this isn't like a hidden thing, but if you really watch Alexander Volkanovski's fights, you could really be impressed with his cardio. The guy pushes the pace, and although I haven't really seen Islam Makhachev's gas tank run out, when you look at the Khabib and Conor fight, in the 3rd round, the reason Khabib really wasn't able to take down Conor was because he took the round off because he was tired. You know, I know a lot of people hype up Dagestani fighters, but at the end of the day, they're human, right? I mean, I know that they've looked incredible in the past, but they're human, and at that pace, they're going to get tired. If Islam Makhachev kind of goes Hamzat Chimaev on Alexander Volkanovski, takes him down right away, gets some ground and pound, looks for submissions, and doesn't get anything, maybe we see in the later rounds, if he can't finish Alexander Volkanovski easier to get up. I mean, we really haven't seen these type of fighters go championship rounds, or I should say go championship rounds and be met with some sort of resistance. Like, yes, Khabib went 5 rounds with Al Iaquinta, but obviously that was just a day's notice from Al Iaquinta. But this is a guy that is going to be there in the 4th and 5th round, that might have more cardio in those rounds than Islam does. And I can very much see a scenario where maybe Islam banks the first 2 rounds, and then Volkanovski from 3 to 5 wins those rounds in the stand-up, and maybe wins a close decision. Which kind of brings me to my second point. Alexander Volkanovski is extremely hard to finish, and there's a lot of reasons why. You know, a lot of people attribute it to the fact that he has no neck, but as much as a high-level grappler Islam is, but we saw Brian Ortega probably get the best position he could for that guillotine choke, and Alexander Volkanovski was just able to break out of that. The guy is extremely hard to finish because he also was very tough. Islam decides to go to the ground with him, look for submissions, not able to do anything, wastes his energy on squeezing for submissions. I can very much see Alexander Volkanovski take over in those later rounds. And to mix in with my second point, I also want to talk about the striking of Alexander Volkanovski, because the guy is extremely fast. He's going to be even faster when he moves to lightweight because he's used to being a featherweight. You know, at featherweight he's extremely fast, so I can only assume at lightweight he is extremely technical. And if he tires Islam out in the first 2 rounds, and then in like the 3rd, 4th, and 5th, it's hard for Islam to take him down, and it's a stand-up war. Alexander Volkanovski is a hard guy to deal with. I've also seen him in a lot of training lately go southpaw, so I don't know if that's going to be part of the plan because Islam is a southpaw, and also maybe it might make wrestling a little bit harder for Islam. But you really got to look for the simple stuff from Alexander Volkanovski. He has extremely good fundamentals. Alexander Volkanovski doesn't really do too much. Like, he leg kicks, jabs, throws right hand, but he is so technical on how he does it, by fading in, landing the shots he wants to, not overextending, not throwing wild shots. He does it with such precision, and was even able to outstrike Max Holloway. So we're gonna have to see how that plays into the game with Islam Makhachev. And my final point is the fact that Alexander Volkanovski is obviously extremely short. Now, a lot of people might say, hey, this is a disadvantage, specifically when it comes to striking, right? He's gonna have to try to chase down Islam a little more. He's gonna have a reach disadvantage. But for a guy like Islam, I kind of think this is a good thing to have. Now, usually in the clinch, like, you want to have your head below the person's head. Obviously easier if you're the shorter fighter. We've also seen Alexander Volkanovski get up so easily because of his short legs. He's easily able to just put the legs right under him and stand up like nothing, right? The guy's get-up game is actually really incredible. He literally just defies the laws of takedowns and wrestling and just decides to get up whenever, and that's mainly attributed to his small leg. I feel like Alexander Volkanovski is gonna beat me up or something for calling him short this whole video. But 5'6" for featherweight is short, and let alone lightweight. I think the size disadvantage might give Islam a little bit of problems. I doubt he's ever wrestled a guy this short before. Okay, no, he's probably wrestled a guy this short before, but how many times has he really? This isn't really a size that you get used to. It makes everything different, you know, the submissions, obviously. Also the fact when you consider that Alexander Volkanovski used to walk around at like over 200 pounds. Even though he lost that weight, he's still going to carry that power and strength. And a guy that short with the strength of a heavier guy might be a lot of problems. Alright, well, that's going to conclude my top 3 reasons. Like I said, tune in tomorrow at 10 a.m. I'm going to be doing the same thing. Islam Makhachev, top 3 reasons. Let me know what you guys think. Did you guys think any of my reasons were valid? Who do you think is going to be winning the fight on Friday? I should make my final prediction breaking down the fight. So tune in for that. All videos at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.